Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 39.7, and the last session, whatever, we were having some a little bit of problems with the sync and the BPM, and I want to go play with that because I think there might be some interesting applications of doing that. And it seems like when you're in Resample, if your BPM doesn't match the BPM of the content or the project, it seemed like it was doing something weird. So let's go resample. I'm just going to go say like 85, and we'll pick a pad 11, and let's turn on, let's put scatter back on. We were definitely seeing this here. So if I want to listen to this, yeah, see that doesn't sound right. So it's playing, what I think is happening is it's playing these at the speed of the bank, because that's what their BPM synced to. But the resample is where the resample BPM is what's being applied to the effect. So we're getting these like weird stutters, which is actually kind of cool if you think about it, because as long as you're intentionally doing this, you can intentionally get things to sound stuttery and glitchy and do all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, like we can just get like strange noises and chops and all kinds of fun things. Maybe not that. But this seems like a good opportunity to really mess around and get some content out of it. So I'm just actually curious to do this. Like what happens if we go like tape echo, and this actually isn't synced. Do we want to sync it? Rate, time. Okay. Tape echo is not a good one, only because it doesn't sync. Time control delay. So this is going to be synced to the incorrect BPM. So like if we go just, yeah, it's going to sound like a kind of weird delay so it's not synced. It's fine. It just gets you a different kind of sound or effect. So we can resample here. We get the effect on. Now, with something like this, we should be able to play it. Yeah. Okay. Hear me out. Let's turn gate off. And this is actually, if it was clipped correctly, a 115 BPM sample. It's just that it's coming up as 90 because we recorded it. Why is it coming? It's coming up as 90 because that's what the project is or something. I don't know. I'm losing my mind a little bit in this, but I still think that theoretically this is okay, because we should be able to record a pad. We can do 4 bars, and we're going to leave it at 115 BPM. Just see if this sounds okay. All right. I'm going to hit record. So now we've got a pattern that can play the whole time. What else can we do? We can get both of these playing. So they're both in here. If we exit record and then we do like a pad mute, we can now switch between these like 2 versions, which is kind of cool. Might want to like understand where to drop it in or something, but I think that's a potentially really interesting effect and application that if you're paying attention to how this works, and I'm probably going to play with this a bit more and see if I can document it better, because I don't know that this is a totally intuitive thing, but that is pretty fun. Because it just gives you a way to enter into spacey dreamland, potentially with different effects. Well, I'm going to stop here. If anybody happens to know what's going on here a little bit better, but just beyond it pulling different BPMs and assigning, like using the 1 BPM for the sample and 1 BPM for the effect, I'd be curious to hear if somebody happens to know what the actual underlying infrastructure of that is. Drop it in the comments. Otherwise, as I said, I might keep playing with this a bit and see if I can figure it out, or maybe read the manual. The manual might explain it perfectly fine. But anyway, guys, keep making music. If it sounds good, it is good. And peace.